So I went ahead and opened another image here, and this is a close-up of a beautiful exotic flower in the San Francisco Botanical Gardens. I'm going to do a quick crop here. I'm going to click on my crop tool, make sure I'm going to clear up here, make sure I don't have any constraints here. I'm going to go ahead and crop out just this main palm in the front here, and I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to show you how to use the Rotate View tool, which is new in Adobe Photoshop CS4. I can go there a couple different ways. I can click on this hand tool right here. It is also this same tool down here in the toolbar, which is R. And I have a couple of different options. I can actually turn the image by rotating this wheel up here until I get what I want. I could also just drag on the image and rotate that way. And let's just make it a little skewed. If I don't like that, I can hit the Reset View button. That will go to its original rotation. So let's go ahead and rotate that again. And I like that right there. Now I want to go ahead and transform this image. And transform, I have a lot of different options. I'm going to go back to my Move tool by hitting the V, which is this little arrow up here. And I'm going to select all by hitting Control A or Command A on the Mac. Notice those little dancing ants. That means I have this image activated. If I go up to Edit, Transform, I have some options here. I can scale this image, I can rotate it. Why would I want to rotate it? That's what I've already done. I can skew it, I can distort it, I can change the perspective, I can warp it. These rotating options is what was available to you in previous versions of Adobe Photoshop. I can flip it horizontally or flip it vertical. Let's flip it vertical. I don't want to do that. I'm going to hit Control Z and undo that. I'm going to go back up to Edit, Transform, and you know what I think I want to do? I want to distort it. And it basically gives me these little handles similar to your crop tool. If you look in our options bar, we can manipulate the X value, which is the horizontal position of this image. We can manipulate the Y value, which is the vertical. We can manipulate the horizontal scale, the height, the vertical scale, angle, horizontal skew, and also the vertical skew. And if you notice when I hover over these, I get a little arrow point, which would allow me to manually do that. Or the more fun way is to just grab up these points and drag them. And I'm basically skewing this. If I'm not satisfied with this transformation, just like the crop tool, I can hit this little X button up here, but instead I'm going to check it. And if I hide my little dancing ants by hitting Control or Command H, this is my new image. So we have just looked at the new Rotate View tool and a couple of different ways to transform the image. Let's move on to the next lesson, and I will show you how to adjust the tonal range.